I just hit 40,000 followers yesterday. Over 100,000 people watch me every single day. But 45 days ago, no one knew who I was. And it all changed on one random Tuesday that no one knows about. For past 2 years, I was living a good life. Have you ever felt like that your life is perfect on paper, but you keep thinking to yourself, what am I doing? I had that life. My parents would call me, everything is all right. And I'd be like, yes, everything is all right. My juniors will call me, hey, I'm looking for some suggestion. What should I do in marketing? I would be the first person to ask for that. And at a moment, I realized, why don't I feel odd about this? I never wanted to become this. Because I wasn't lying to them. I was lying to myself. Because every day, like we just mentioned, who actually we are. I would go to office, I had this rehearse. I am Yogesh Pandey, I do this. I am Yogesh Pandey, I teach that. I am Yogesh Pandey, I do this in marketing. But at all those times, when I attached my name to that particular thing, I felt like I am introducing someone else. This is not me. This is not what I wanted to do. And I would come back in the evening from the office, imagine there is a mirror right here, and I would look into the mirror and I could not feel myself. I didn't see myself in the mirror, and I did not want that happening because I had already experienced something which was far larger. Till last year, before that, before starting my corporate journey, I was helping students in the communication, confidence building, like thousands of students I'd worked with. Because of that experience, some people would still come up to me on weekends, like, can you tell me how do I do this? I'm managing my job, but I will be like, okay, directly, indirectly, I'll help you with this. And over a period of those 2 years in corporate journey, I kept hearing stories that because of you, my life changed. Because of you, I got a promotion. Because of you, I truly feel myself right now. But I was not feeling like myself. When that happened, with all these memories in me, I was sitting with my friend, we were partying, it was 3 a.m. I was like, I'm too tired. I want to go to sleep. And he was like, yeah, let's sit for just few more minutes. With this friend, I was not very close during college time. When I came here to Gurgaon, we became really close. We started hanging out together a lot. And then he said, let's do something interesting. How about we share to each other what was our perception of each other during college time? And I was like, okay. He asked me about his. I gave him a honest feedback which I had. Remember, at this moment, I'm very tired. Only thing I want is to end this conversation and go sleep. And at that moment, he said, my perception of you, when I looked at you in the college, I thought if I ever reached my full potential, I'll be like you. I don't know. Sleep? What sleep? I went to the washroom, the same mirror, and for the first time I could see myself truly smiling. Not because someone made a joke, not because I was having fun with someone, but I was truly smiling because I was happy within. But that was still not the turning point. The Tuesday is coming. I made a plan with my friends. Okay, we'll go to Hanol. This is like a trip. We'll enjoy. I was there on the trip. We were clicking a picture of ourselves. My phone is on a tripod right there. A car passes by. Due to the shaky behavior that happened, my phone fell down. The phone he's holding right now. The phone for which I saved money for 8 months. Out of my salary, start my investment just so that I could buy my phone. Now I'm sitting there on the car hood, acting like everything is normal. And my friends are looking at me, we should check it out. And deep inside, I go there, and if you have ever broken your tempered glass, if it breaks a lot, there were a lot of holes in there. You pull it up, you cannot pull it in one go because it is broken, it's sticking to the screen. And I'm just hoping if I pull it out, there should be no crack on here. And those 2 seconds of that pulling of that tempered glass gave me flashbacks of why did I even get this phone. I saved up money, I bought this phone so that I can record content, so that I can put out the advice which really helps people to the world. I made that promise to myself before buying that phone, but what have I been doing for the last 6 months? I've not done anything. Because I kept telling myself, I'll wait for the perfect moment to come. When I have enough savings with me, when I have the perfect opportunity to do it, when I have clients, then I'll start doing something. But while I was pulling that up, I saw a big crack on my phone screen. A big, giant crack right into the center that you cannot even ignore. And at that moment, I realized that crack was not just on the phone. That crack was on the story that I've been telling myself. I got back from the trip, went to the office, I fired up my laptop, and I signed my resignation and sent. Got back to my home. Till this point, I've not told my parents about this, because what if they ask, what's your plan? I did not have a plan. I came back, I put up my phone with that cracked screen, I could see it, I recorded a video that I resigned from my job at this 3 a.m. and I'm going to turn my annual income into my monthly income, and I'm going to document my journey every single day and let the world know whether I fail or whether I succeed. I put that out, slept. I wake up, 50,000 views on that. I was like, okay, maybe we are cooking something. And then I started working. For first few days, nothing happened. That was just one gist. I was working on building this business. No meetings, nothing, just working 10 to 12 hours every single day. And suddenly that one view turned into 10. 10 into 1,000. 1,000 into lakhs. And lakhs into millions. And now my calendar is full. I left my 9 to 5, but now I'm working from 9 to 3 a.m. early in the morning, then sleeping, then waking and repeating every single thing. But now when I talk to my parents, and when they ask, is everything all right? Obviously they're concerned, I'm not making money right now, I'm following a mission. There is a pause when telling them that, yeah, everything is all right. But I am not afraid after saying that lie. Those numbers that I have achieved, those numbers are just a part of that recognition. The most important thing that when I see the mirror now, I see Yogesh Pandey. And how did this happen? How did the world suddenly notice me? My story has been organically featured in Hindustan Times, India Today, AsiaNet and all these things. How did the world notice me? Because after so many years, I finally noticed myself. Thank you.